Today is the day that I'm finally making an automatic crop farm. I've been playing on this world for a couple of months now, and this small carrot farm has been fine for what I need it to be, but I want something better. Something automatic. I've been working on a design in my creative world, and I think it'll fit perfectly in this plot of land behind me, right around where the sniffer is. I've been brainstorming this build for a while now though, and I know I want the farm to resemble a greenhouse, so I decided to build a super smelter a couple of weeks ago, so I can smelt all the glass that I need and then some, and I thought I'd throw in some of that footage to show you the process, because I'm really proud of how it turned out. So lately I've been working on developing this town square, realizing that I do not have a proper smelting area. I do have a smelter. I have two furnaces, but it's down in this unfinished basement, and it's not quick at all. Thankfully, since I built it in creative, I was able to get a material list of everything I was going to need. I nearly had everything I needed in my storage, but the one thing I'm a little short on is 19 more end rods. I'm gonna try to make this quick. Oh man, I'm just remembering how much I hate shulker boxes. Oh no, please stop. I'm scared. I hate you. Oh. I need to be careful. I don't want to be here. Oh, oops. No shell. I think I can settle for 37 end rods and 5 extra shulker shells. Those will last me long enough. And with that, we officially have all of our supplies to build the super smelter. So I finished clearing out a majority of the area minus the parts where the redstone's gonna go. But overall I'm liking this location, and I think we're gonna stick with it and just continue building. The lava farm has now been added to the super smelter. I'm not 100% set on the amethyst as the detailing. I think I'm going to keep it, but I am definitely going to consider other options too. So the super smelter consists of 15 furnaces, so I started out by placing those along the sides, and then I went ahead and added hoppers into the back so that we can use this to add the fuel to it. And I'm planning on having an output chest to the side of the entrance when you come in, so I had to run hoppers underneath all the furnaces, connect them to a central point, and then run that underneath the entire super smelter. And I'm also using hoppers on top to distribute all the items into the furnaces using a rail line and a hopper minecart. After placing down all of the rails, I started working on making the water elevators, so this one's using 3 water elevators in total. There's one for the item input, one for the lava input, and one for the item output. I had gradually been collecting lava while working on the build so that I could start adding the lava to the furnaces and then add them in the back with the item filters so that nothing could get into the furnaces and screw up the entire system. After I finished with the item filters, I was able to add the lava output chest so that I could fill up the system with more lava, so I always had plenty on hand. And this lava output chest actually takes them to a double storage chest in the back where they wait until they are needed. After that, I started detailing the build and covering up all the hoppers that I used. And then I started adding in the roof, which I used polished diorite slabs. After adding some lighting to the room, I then added signs that explained what each chest was for. And then once everything was done, I went ahead and broke my old furnaces. And I just think the sound of the XP is so satisfying. So I had to include this in here. Nice. So now that you've seen the process of making the super smelter, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of it all put together. So as you can see, it's right down in my basement, and we have input over here, and then we have item distribution, which will turn on the minecart to distribute everything to the furnaces. Then here we have the 15 furnaces, and those all come down to the center furnace and distribute down underneath, and then are sent up a water elevator to the output chest. And then over here we have the lava input, and then the lava farm. And then I have an additional storage for extra buckets and extra just lava in general. I think I've got a decent amount in here. And then in this space I decided to put some extra furnaces in case I just want to do like a small amount at a time. But I decided to do that before I realized that I could just drop it in here instead of using those, but it's fine. They're almost just decoration at this point. And then back here is how we get to the redstone. So you can see here's the input area. Here is the item distribution lever that brings it up here using the redstone torches. The one issue is when I turn it on, it locks these hoppers, and I don't know how to get around that. So I've just kind of been dealing with it for now, but it ends up not distributing evenly, which is kind of frustrating, but maybe somebody can help me figure out a better way to do that without having to like draw redstone into the actual inner area. As you can see, I used way too many hoppers. Somehow the almost 2 stacks I had to begin with wasn't enough, and I had to craft more. But it's fine. I'm doing fine. It's good. And here is the lava input water elevator that drops them into this storage chest. I just have some extras in here for now, and that gets drawn this way as well as this way using surprise hoppers. And then this is just the top of all of the lava farm, and here is where the output water elevator is. So overall, I really like how it turned out, and it's made it a lot easier to smelt larger amounts of items at a time. You can see I've used it for nether brick recently, but I wanted to show you guys the process of making that, and I think we can get back into building the auto crop farm. It took me a couple hours, but I finally have everything that I need for this build. And not only is it going to have an automatic carrot farm, but I'm also going to have a small melon and pumpkin farm, as well as a villager trading hall for my farmer villagers. I've got all my stuff set up and ready to go, but I do need to clear out some of this land and flatten it before I can get started. It's a good thing I have plenty of dirt. So I got the area cleared out, and I have the farm portion of the build ready to go so I can start collecting resources. I have 2 carrot farms that are using a villager collection, like automatic harvesting and collection system. So they throw it to this guy, and it goes in the hoppers and brings it down. I have a line of hoppers running underneath all of this, and right now it's just dropping here. But eventually I will have a dropper water elevator that goes into my storage over here once I get there. This is my first time using Lightmatica to place a schematic in a build, and overall I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a great mod, and I am looking forward to continue using it. It's just made things a lot more efficient, I'd say. Next up, I'm going to get working on this portion of the build, and I'll check back in once that is done. I finished with the main building, and next step, I'm going to start going in with the details on the exterior and just start detailing everything out. And I do have plans for a little animal stable over here that I'm going to go ahead and add as well while I'm at it. So I've got the interior here, got the storage system going. I've already got quite a bit coming through. And up here, this is where I'm going to put some additional villager trading. And up here will be the melon and pumpkin farm. The outside is finally done. I'm so happy with how it's turned out, and I'm excited to start getting the inside decorated, get my villagers put in, and get some animals in these pens. I tried a different style for the detailing. I never really used this many items to detail a build, especially like on the roof, but I think it adds a lot of depth. I was a little nervous about having such a basic floor plan, but I think with all the detailing in the blocks, it works out well. It really makes a difference whenever you add this. Now, next step is going to be the interior. Don't know why. Maybe it's because I have water on top of hoppers that go directly into chests. But there are little carrots catching right there, and it's not going into the hopper, and I don't know how to get that to stop. Ah! almost just died to this Enderman that's trying to fight me. And I'm not ready. Come at me. Ah! Stupid. The attic is simple, but it gets the job done, and I got some cobwebs added in for effect. And it's starting to run already. It's working. And I got a crafting bench and some storage up here for when that fills up. Right now, I am just finishing up transporting my last 2 villagers back to the new trading hall. That is the final villager to be placed. I should probably go ahead and put that right there. Now I just gotta give these guys jobs and figure out what I want their trades to be. The 3 down below are all carrots. And I don't think I'll need that many more, but I may do 1 or 2 more. So before I can call this build complete, there are just a couple more things that I need to do first. The first of those being I need to add animals to my new pens. And I've had this horse for quite a while now, and he's just been chilling in my room since before this house even existed. Oh no, I'm sorry. I would like it to be put on the record that that was an accident, and I would never intentionally harm my horse. I did bring some carrots for your trouble. Thank you. I'm sorry that I hit you. It won't happen again. Hopefully. We finally have a home for you. It's not as pretty as my room, but it's not bad. Actually, it may be prettier. We'll make that pretty later. Now, a large majority of this project was only made possible because I was sick for the last week or so. So I thought it was only fitting that since this guy needs a name, that we name him Eris. Thank you, Eris, for all you've done for me. Now, I love Eris's color already, and I've been playing around with the different types of horse armors, and I think I want to do white leather horse armor, especially now that he's going to be out in the open. We got to keep him protected. But I just think these others they just don't accentuate his colors as well as the white leather does. Now you may be wondering, Beef, you have 2 other pens. What animals are going to go in those? And I'm so glad that you asked. I've always wanted a donkey, but I had never really had a place for it, or a purpose, but now I finally do. So luckily there's a ton of horses and animals just in general around where I live. It wasn't too hard to find this guy. Now I just gotta get him to like me. Come on. How many tries? Wait, why is this so hard? Did you do it? Oh, it worked. Okay, now I have a little thing. How do I put that? Ah, there we go. Aw, he's so cute. Now I just gotta walk you all the way back. We have our donkey. Now we just have to put him away. And I'm going to be quick about this so he doesn't escape. And there you go. Now you just need a name. I don't know why, but I feel inclined to name him Carrot. There you go, Carrot. Welcome to your new home. I really hope you like it. If I'm being honest, you will probably never leave. Now for the last pen, I really want to get some llamas, but it's kind of far away to the nearest savanna biome. So I'm going to wait for a wandering trader to show up and politely request that he give me his llamas. So in the meantime, while I wait, I'm going to start working on the exterior, just detailing in general by expanding the road, maybe building out some trees, and just adding a little bit of extra detail out here. I've been playing for a couple of hours now, just preparing things, building my road, doing quite a couple different things in general, and I still have not seen a single wandering trader, but I do want to go ahead and give a tour of the completed build with everything that I've done, and hopefully later I will get some llamas, but I'm not too worried about those right now. I'm sure he will show up eventually, just today is not the day for it. So here she is. You've seen the outside enough, but I'm gonna still go around and show you what's changed. So you may notice I've put more light poles up, and I did change the design a little bit. This a little more simple, and I think I like it. Still kind of getting used to it, especially having this many in the same area, but I think it'll work well. I do want to continue putting them at the corners where the roads meet. But I built out this path to the stables, the animal pens, and I just wanted to keep this one as a natural path for now because I don't really have anywhere for it to go quite yet, and I want to focus more on this area before I start building out that way. So dirt, path, and mud and everything is what it's going to be for today. I added a bench with a bed so I can sleep there at night pretty easily. And this area, I just put little small crop farms of the other crops that I am not already using, and then just put some plants around, bone mealed the area, and then added a beehive because I had that sitting around for a while and just had never been using it. So I finally thought I'd put that out. Down here, there was a big hole in this area into this water, and I needed to cover it up, and I didn't want this path just to end into nothing. So for now, I've just made a little dock fishing area for now, but it's definitely not complete. I would like to build this up in the future, maybe put like a fisherman hut or something along those lines, but that is going to be a project later on. I just wanted to get it going for now. But yes, there's the fishing dock, and then here is a boat dock, and I didn't get it as detailed as I would like to quite yet, but it'll do for now. Let me fly and show you a little bit more what it looks like from a distance. But yeah, I may move my trading stalls out here, but we will see when the time comes. So now, most importantly, we're going to do an official tour of everything on the inside of the crop farm. So right when you enter, I have just some little areas to plant some more just plants in general. I mean, I have torch flowers, so I may start bringing those here as I get more seeds. But just a little display for some plants, and I have some lighting fixtures. I do need to come in and wax all the copper at some point, but I've just kind of been letting it go for now because why not? I don't really mind. And then, as you saw before, the 2 crop farms. I don't know if they were in here before, but I have the flowering azaleas. What are these called? I can't remember what they're called, but I added those in, and I love the little leaves, the petals that are dropping. It really adds to the whole atmosphere of the place. And then up the water elevator is the villager trading area, which I still need to finish this out eventually. I just haven't made use for it quite yet, because honestly, the 3 farmers downstairs are enough for what I need at the moment. But eventually I'll start developing this a little more and decorating. For now, I put all their beds in here just because I don't want to prevent my villager farm from running, and I'm not quite sure how the mechanics work on that. But I just put the beds in here for now, and then as you saw, the melon and pumpkin farm is up here. So that is the video for today. I'm so happy with how everything turned out, and it's nice to have some more builds in the area to finally make this feel a little less empty. I am so thankful that you guys have watched this far, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like, or if you would subscribe potentially. I have a lot more planned for the future, and I hope you can be patient with me and stick it out so we can go through this whole process together. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. That's all. Bye!